Hello and welcome to this stress management hypnotherapy session for post-vacation blues. This session will enable you to begin to feel clearer and more settled as you return from time away into your ordinary daily life. Sometimes after a holiday or a journey or even a beautiful change of routine, the mind can compare the freedom of being away with the structure of being back. And that comparison can make everyday life feel a little heavier than it really needs to be. You may notice a little reluctance, a little flatness, or a sense of wishing you could still be somewhere else. And the fact that you can feel that contrast means that your mind has recently remembered rest, novelty, and freedom. And rather than treating the end of a vacation as a loss, your unconscious mind can begin to understand it as something you have brought back with you. The best parts of being away were never only in the place. They were also in your attention, your breathingness, your pace, your permission to enjoy the simple things. And if your mind learned how to feel lighter there, then it can begin to feel lighter here. This session will help you reconnect with that holiday feeling in a more useful way, allowing you to return to the responsibilities with calm energy, gentle motivation, and a quiet sense that life here can contain enjoyment too. You can begin to feel that your vacation has completed something, refreshed something, reminded you of something important. And now as you settle in, you can let the mind stop pulling you backwards and begin moving you forwards once again, bringing with you the good of your vacation. And now you can just begin to settle into a place where you can relax undisturbed for a while and take a few moments just to make yourself comfortable. And you can just begin to relax your eyes now as you take in a long, slow breath. And as you breathe out, you can just allow your eyes to close gently. That's it. And now just move your attention to your eyelids and know that you can relax them so deeply, so completely, that for now they simply don't need to work. You can begin to relax every tiny muscle around the eyes, smooth out the forehead and soften the temples, letting the eyelids become comfortable, calm and still. And when you're sure you've relaxed them so much that they simply don't want to work, you can just gently test them and notice that the more you test, the more relaxed they become. And that feels just so good. And you can stop testing them now, and as you do, you go deeper. And you can take that relaxation and spread it out through the face, moving it down through the jaw and into the neck. And as you breathe in and breathe out, feel that relaxation flow into the shoulders. Just notice them dropping ever so slightly as that relaxation moves through the arms into the hands, flowing down your body into your chest, your hips, over your knees and ankles, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as the body relaxes, the mind can relax too. In a moment, you can begin imagining, counting in your mind, counting from 1 upwards. And after each number, you can double your mental relaxation. And as you count, after a few numbers, they can begin to fade, blur and drift away. 1, softer. 2, slower. 3, double that mental relaxation. 4, let the numbers begin to fade. And 5, fading away to nothing. And when the numbers are gone, the mind can rest in that pleasant silence between thoughts. And every breath, every sound, every suggestion takes you deeper. And just allowing your mind to follow these suggestions allows you to drift into a deeper, calmer level of hypnosis. And now as you rest here, relaxing, listening to my voice, just imagine or pretend that you're standing at the edge of a quiet shoreline, just after sunset. The vacation sky is still there in your mind, painted with gentle colors. Warm gold, soft blues, the last pink light spreading over the water. You can hear the slow rhythm of the waves moving in and out, in and out, like the breathing of the earth itself. Each wave that moves in brings with it comfort, and every wave that moves out carries away any unnecessary stress. A wave comes in, bringing comfort. A wave moves out, bringing release. And you can just imagine walking along that shore, noticing the sand beneath your feet, cool and soft, holding every step and then letting go behind you. And that's how your mind can work for now. It can take in the impressions of the vacation, the memories, the colors, the feelings, smoothing away the ache of ending, leaving only the value of what was gained. And as you walk along this shoreline, you notice 3 lights ahead. The first is rest. Step into it now and let rest move through the body, relaxing the scalp, the face, the chest, the back and hips, the legs and the feet. The second is the light of renewal. Step into that now and feel your nervous system learning a calmer pace, a steadier rhythm, a quiet inner balance that belongs just to you, available anytime, any place. The third light is return. Step into that now and discover that returning doesn't mean losing. Returning can mean carrying something home. And as those three lights blend together, rest, renewal and return, they become one soft glow within the chest. A warm center of calm that travels with you. Now imagine 10 steps leading from the shoreline into a peaceful garden. And with each step you take on this stairway, you double the calm, double the pace. 10, 9, 8, deeper still. 7, 6, 5, drifting. 4, 3, more settled. 2, almost there. And 1, deep in the garden of calm return. And in this garden of calm return, you can begin to notice that there's a part of you that feels the post-vacation blues. It's not your enemy. It's a part of you that's been trying to say, remember this. Remember freedom, remember beauty, remember pleasure. And now you can answer that part gently. Yes, I remember. And because I remember, I can bring it with me. And that's right. You can bring back the pace without needing the place. You can bring back the openness without needing the trip. You can bring back moments of enjoyment without needing everything in life to stop. A vacation is not just a place, it's a state of mind. And now your unconscious mind can begin transferring that state of thought into your ordinary days. You can begin to notice those small things once again. The first sip of a morning coffee, the feeling of clean clothes, a short walk, the relief of completing something, the quiet pleasure of returning to your own space. And as you think about your daily life now, you can let it become like a path with pauses, a path with little openings where enjoyment can appear. Some people return from a beautiful place and think it's over, but the wiser part of the mind says something has been restored. And you can begin to live from that feeling. There was once a traveller who went to a distant island, and while there felt lighter than they'd felt for a long time. They walked slowly, breathed deeply, noticed the sky and laughed more easily. When it came time to leave, they felt sad because they believed the island had given them that feeling. Before they left, an old gardener on the island handed them a small seed. "Take this home," they said. The traveller asked, "Will it grow where I live?" The gardener smiled. "It grows wherever attention waters it." So the traveller returned home, still missing the island. But each morning, just for a minute, they watered that seed. They noticed that they breathed as they'd breathed beside the sea. They moved a little slower before rushing. They made small moments in their day. And after a while, they realized that the island had not been left behind. It had taken root within them. And from this moment forward, you can begin to water the inner seed of your vacation. You can wake and remember and carry the ease and the calm into your day. You can return to work, to routines, to responsibilities with a clearer inner boundary. You can do one thing at a time. You can start where you are. You can let your body remain calm while the mind organizes what comes next. And when an old wave of disappointment appears, you don't argue with it. You recognize it as a wave that rises, passes, and you remain. And that feeling is a signal to pause, to breathe, to reconnect. Now imagine yourself tomorrow or the next ordinary day, moving through familiar surroundings with this new calm. See yourself waking, breathing, and gathering yourself. How you move a little more steadily. How your shoulders remain at ease, your face softer. You still remember the holiday, and now those memories nourish you instead of pulling you back. A picture becomes a reminder. A souvenir becomes a renewal. The memory becomes a resource. And you can say inwardly to yourself, "That was good, and now this can be good too." The mind can hold both gratitude for what you've enjoyed and a curiosity for what comes next. There's no need to choose between loving the vacation and accepting the return. You can do both. You can feel grateful that you went, glad that you rested, and ready to place that refreshed energy into the life you're living right here, right now. And the more you accept your return, the easier it becomes. And you may begin to notice yourself planning little islands of enjoyment in your ordinary life. A peaceful evening, a favorite meal, a moment to stretch, a few minutes outside. And those small islands matter. And you can build a pattern of regular restoration. You can let the holiday become proof that rest is possible. The contrast becomes motivation to include more life in your life. And the vacation blues become a bridge from I wish I were still there to I'm learning to feel better here. And as you cross that bridge now, you can notice on one side the old feelings of resistance, and on the other side a calmer, more mature feeling of return. Step by step you cross that bridge, and with each step you bring back something valuable. Ease, laughter, perspective, a renewed self. Now, standing on the other side of that bridge, look back and notice how the vacation remains as a beautiful chapter. A chapter that belongs to you, that can support the next in your life. And now, as you look forward, notice yourself engaging with life again, not forcing enthusiasm, just allowing it to return, recognizing that you can feel calm, capable, and gently interested again. The mind can sort responsibilities into manageable pieces, and the body can return to its natural rhythm. Sleep, energy, focus, and motivation can settle into their own balanced timings as you continue to give yourself permission to adjust. There's no need to rush. There's no need to stay stuck in the after-holiday dip. You can transition gracefully, steadily, and with a self-kindness. And every time you breathe out, the old heaviness can loosen. Every time you notice something pleasant, that inner seed is watered. And with every completed task, confidence returns. And every time you pause, breathe and reconnect, you teach your unconscious mind a new way of being. The vacation is not over within you. Its best qualities are becoming part of you. Calm, ease and perspective all comes home with you. Energy returns in its own time. You can enjoy where you've been and engage with where you are. And you can return without losing yourself. And let those suggestions settle deeply now, like seeds in warm soil, growing quietly in the background of your mind. And now it's time to bring this session to a close. In a few moments, you can begin returning to ordinary waking awareness, bringing with you everything useful from this calm session. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each number, you can become more alert, more refreshed, and more comfortably grounded. And as you come back, your unconscious mind continues organizing these suggestions in a way that's right just for you. 1. Beginning to return now, bringing back balance and a steady sense of self. 2. Feeling the energy moving through your body into your hands and feet, your neck and shoulders. 3. Becoming more aware of the room around you, the surface beneath you, the air on your skin. 4. Feeling clearer, lighter, more awake, as if you're just waking from a refreshing sleep. And 5. Eyes open when you're ready, wide awake, feeling refreshed, grounded, and present. Take a moment to let your eyes adjust and remain still for a few moments and notice the quiet difference within. And from now on, whenever you notice a memory of your vacation, it becomes a gentle cue to breathe, soften your shoulders, and bring relaxation into the present moment. And whenever you feel that old post-vacation heaviness, some part of you can remember to pause, to breathe, and to reconnect. And each time you do, you strengthen a new pattern of calm return. You remind yourself that enjoyment is not locked in the past, rest not limited to a destination, and renewal can continue in your ordinary life. Thank you for joining me on this session today and taking this time to relax, reset, and bring the best of your time away back into your life right here, right now. You can move forwards gently, one step at a time, with greater calm, steadiness, and a greater sense of ease. Keep noticing the small signs of improvement as they appear, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.